Jerry Bontrager with JB Horsemanship. Today we're going to talk a little bit about this horse, how to prepare for a ride, if you have a green horse, young horse, anything like that nature. And so one of the things, I want to see where my horse's mind is at before I get on. And so that's the one thing we're going to find out today, just kind of see where we're at. So let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if my horse can follow direction. Not bad at all. So we want to keep it as simple as we can. Keep my horses thinking. So we're going to just send our horses around. If she wants to trot, that's okay. That's completely fine. But we want to look at how nice her trot is too. We don't want her to be out of control or anything. So to me, that's a really good little lesson right there, because even though it's a little breezy this morning, a little chilly, she wasn't all crazy or anything or high-headed. She had a nice little soft trot. She was listening really well. Those are the things that I want to see when I start working my horses. See right there, she kind of, there. Right there, I had to give her a little bit of a cluck to go that way, but that's okay. You got to take your time with these horses. There. And this horse here is super green. Super green. See? Right there, she went the wrong way, so we're going to stop her. We're going to start over. There. Just like that. There. So one of the things that I'm noticing with this horse is, where does she want to stop? She wants to stop at the barn here. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on that real quick to get her better with stopping where the rest of the horses are. So we're going to send her off again, and we're going to ask her to keep moving through that spot. We can stop anywhere else except there. That was a lot better. Much better. Again, we're not working on there. See, I had to give her a little bit of a cluck right there, but she did really good. There, again. So next time we're going to give her a little bit more to let her know. There, much better. Now we're going to stop her right here. There. There we go. You always want to stop her the opposite of where she wants to stop. And don't be afraid to reward your horse for it too. Right here, rubbing them on their face, on their neck. Those are all good things for these horses. And so to me, I'm really happy how well she's doing. She's not getting super excited. She's staying nice and quiet. Those are all good things. Now, we want to pick it up a little bit. We want to see if this horse can hold it together with more pressure. So again, same thing, we're going to ask. We're really going to start asking for some pressure here. See right there? She just wanted to stop right there. What we're going to do is we're going to keep asking until she goes the direction that we want to go. Yeah, much better. Do some turns, getting her to think, get her brain involved. There, much better. Right there, that's what I'm looking for. She just quieted down right there. And you can tell this horse is still pretty green. Does, still has a lot to learn, but that's okay. That's why we work with it. There. Much better. Yeah, that's what we want to see right there. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. That's a good place to stop. So one of the things with this horse, as we continue on lessons with this horse right here, is keeping her consistent, asking for more, because she wants to slow down. And so with her, you want to ask for more. You want to make sure that she understands that we got to stay consistent. But otherwise, she's doing really good. She's not getting all crazy or anything like that. She's staying nice and quiet. Those are the big important things, especially at this time of her training. So with that, we're going to go work on some plastic or tarp work and kind of show you guys the steps and everything that I like to do with my tarp. So number one, I don't want to just throw this tarp at my horse. What happens if you just go at your horse? Your horse is going to take off on you. I want my horse to be curious about the tarp, not scared of the tarp. And so I want to introduce my tarp first. There. Let him smell it. Let him get used to it. And then, now that she's kind of used to it, we're going to start moving it around in front of her. We're not going to go at her. We kind of want her to start following the tarp around. Again, the same concept is I want my horse to want to be with the scary thing and not freak out. She did really good. We're going to let her smell it again, right there. Now we're going to start asking a little bit more. We're going to start moving this tarp. There we go. Good girl. See? Twist a little bit. That's okay. There. There we go. Good girl. And if she does move her feet, we'll see if she moves her feet here. She might not. There. So if she would move her feet when I'm doing that, I would keep going until she holds still when I count 10 to 15 seconds, and then I would stop. Because I want her to get used to just standing there no matter what's going on. And she's doing really, really well with this. There it is. See, I knew she was going to move at some point in time. So we're going to keep working on this right here. There we go. There. There. Much better. You can see she's not a super big fan. She's trying her hardest to get used to it. There. We're going to give her that right there. Good girl. Good girl. And reward your horse. Good girl. And what you do on one side, you always want to do on the other side. Good girl. That side is so much better than this side. Good girl. Like I said, don't be afraid to reward your horse, because that's how your horse learns. That's how your horse wants to learn. Good girl. Now back to this side. Now we're going to start touching her with it. We're asking more. Every time we ask, we're asking more and more. There we go. See, you can see she's not quite sure about it, but we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going until we start seeing her relax a little bit. There. There we go. Much better. Right there. Right there. Good girl. Good girl. And you can tell she's not, if it's on her own, she's not super scared of it. It's if somebody approaches her, she goes, oh, what's going on? I don't know about that. And so that's why we do it. Just because they're not scared of it this way doesn't mean they're not worried about it, if that makes sense. So let's do the same thing on this side. I think this side's better than the other side. Usually it's the opposite way around, but I've worked with this horse and she's coming along really, really well. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Very nice. Good girl. And this little horse is an amazing little horse. She's been here for a couple weeks. I haven't got as much work. I haven't got a chance to work as much as I'd like to. I've got a couple rides on her. Super easy going. Only took a little bit. Was able to ride her. Very super nice little horse. And I'm actually training her for a guy's grandkids. And I think she's going to be an amazing little babysitter if you want to go that way. But super nice little horse. One of the other things that I really want to work on these horses, so we worked a little bit on sending exercises, is just getting circle work and see where we're at and see what we need to work on. And I feel like she did really good on that. And then we did the tarp work. Now we want to go back to, let's see if we can move her hip and her shoulder individually. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the hip. And we're just going to go right here. There, look at that. See, I don't even have to ask much. She knows exactly what to do. Oh, not there. See, right there, she moved her shoulder. So we're going to tap, 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 right there, right there. There we go. We want to get her to move individual body parts and not, like right there, I'm asking for her hip, not her shoulder. So we're going to ask for a little bit more. See, right there, she wants to go forward. So I'm going to kind of ask her to stop her feet from going forward. There, there. There, beautiful. And that's just the things that we want to look for. There's the licking and chewing what we're looking for. And so with this horse, she's a little bit more forward. So I might have to support her a little bit right here and tell her, no, we're not going forward. We're moving your hip. So we're going to try it on this side. See right there, she moves her shoulder. So I'm going to put my hand up here. There, right there. Good girl. That's what we want to see. Same thing. See? There, right there. So she wants to go forward more and over the top of you. And so that's one of the things that I want to work with her, is I want to get her moved away from me. And that's where moving the shoulders and moving the hip are so important to get that control and get that under respect and the understanding from her. Let's try that again. Much better. Much better. That was so much better right there. Good girl. Good girl. To me, that is a really, really good little lesson right there. Where, yeah, she tried to go kind of push against me. And that's just because she wasn't quite sure what I wanted. And so once I really asked her, she's like, oh yeah, I got this. And so we want to do the same thing with the shoulders. See, there she wants to go forward, so we're going to ask her to stay back. See, right there. Right there. Good girl. So right there, I had to kind of ask her a little bit more. So with this, I want to kind of do this right here. Right there. Good girl. So I don't want to slap her or anything like that. All it is touch. So I'm going to, if she doesn't move, I'm just going to touch. There, good girl. And we want to give her the opportunity to listen. So we did it on that side, let's do it on the other side. See right there, she doesn't like this side. So we got to get right here. See? There. There. See, I got to put my hands up a little bit further on this side. There, we'll give her that right there. Good girl. So one of the things that I was told with this horse when it came here first is she's a biter, she might be a kicker, they're not sure. Just watch her. And that's part of the reason that she wants to be pushy. And so for me, I had to work a lot on getting her to move away from me. There, just like that. So you can see, I can get her to move away from me pretty easy now. There. And so that was the whole goal with her, is to get her to respect my space. There, good girl. Let's try the other side again. This is the tough side here. There. See right there, she wants to go forward a little bit. So we're going to get up here and say, no, no forward. No forward. See, this is her tough side. There, right there. Good girl. See, it took a little bit on that one. But you got to keep asking. You can't you don't want to fight with them. You want to keep asking until they do it. There, that breath right there. That's what we're looking for. So now we're going to ask again. See, right there, she wants to move forward. I'm not asking her to move forward. See, right there, she has gotten away with this before. See, she doesn't like this. So right here, we're gonna kind of get after her a little bit right here, because we can't have a horse that does that. So we're gonna start tapping on her right here. See, right here, she's holding on to this. There, much better. So these are the horses that will scare a lot of people, and you cannot let them bully you. You cannot let them push you around, because that's what she wants to do. She's gotten away with it so many times. There. See, she can do it really well. There we go. Good girl. So again, like I said, this kind of horse, it's so important to be able to move those shoulders, move those hips, and get them to respect your space. It's just like when horses are out in the pasture or out in the wild. They do the same thing to gain respect from each other. They don't just allow any old horse to go over the top of them and pin their ears back at them and stuff like that. So I'm doing the same thing and saying, no, move off. There, look at that. Much better. There. See, this way she still wants to move forward. There, much better. That was beautiful there. Did you see that? She lowered her head, she relaxed, and she stepped across. To me, I cannot ask better than that. Good girl. Good girl. And so to me, that's a really, really good spot right there to just stop asking with that little bit right there. Good girl.